Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Magic in this one. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. I'm Kevin Harlan. With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
Seeing where the Lakers are, they've gotten off to an ideal start this season, really. It was largely unexpected, but by no means has it been a fluke. You knew they had the potential to do what they're doing.
I think you could see the potential. Just the way they're playing now, obviously, it looks like they've been there all along. But there's probably still a lot of non-believers out there kind of waiting for the bottom to fall out on this team.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. Then there's Oladipo, and then it's Turner.
7 seconds on the shot clock. 7.
6 to shoot. And here's Kobe from the arc. Rebounded by Vucevic. On offense, here are the Magic. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think. Is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
And Turner kicks to Randall. Drills the baseline jumper.
Now they read the defense perfectly that time.
Los Angeles on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And I thought the key was their ability to stretch the defense. They got hot from behind that three-point line, and that really gave them the margin they needed.
Yeah, that's right. It opened up things for them in a huge way. The defense was never able to get comfortable.
Turner with it. He picked up 24 points in their last win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And he was disruptive defensively, too. Kevin, really aggressively trying to make plays. In fact, he had 4 steals during that game.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. The Magic head coach and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. When talking about who they'll be most concerned with on the other side, he laughed a little and asked, "You mean other than Kobe?" He said that it's an almost futile effort to try and slow Kobe because he can score in so many different ways, saying, really, all we can try and do is prevent him from getting into a rhythm and try to force him into tough shots. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. The shot by Turner, no good.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Here's Oladipo. Here's Vucevic. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Now here's Turner. Right now averaging 31 points a game. Tries it from 9. And the Lakers with another miss.
Kind of a shaky first few minutes, guys. 5 field goal attempts, only 1 made.
Hanley. Turner covering. Pass to Turner. He dishes it to Vucevic. The jump hook, that's good. Vucevic has got his second basket of the game.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Lakers trail by 6. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And it's Turner off the drive. The pass to Young. Young off a pick from Turner. And Young kicks to Turner. A 3-ball. That's good. Turner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now Young inside. The second effort. And Turner with the lay-in. Turner's got 5 points so far.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. He's got 6.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
That drops.
He's so reliable. His offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
With this break, why don't we check out the hottest shooting point guards over the last month? You take a look at Turner. So solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
Well, as a point guard for your team on every trip, and given the way those players have shot the ball, it might always be a good idea for them to do it alone.
I don't really want to see them doing that, Steve. They got to keep everything in the framework of the team no matter how well they're shooting it. I know what you mean. They have been hot, but keep everybody involved.
Here's Turner following the basket by Kobe Bryant. 6 on the shot clock, and the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hill's checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. Carroll's checked in. Turner passes to Young. Outside Turner. Kicks it to Hill. On the money from 12 feet away. Hill's got his first 2 points of the night.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Feeds to Oladipo. Outside Turner. Back to Oladipo. Out to Turner. Up top, Oladipo. Guarded by Kobe. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound the Lakers.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Now here's Turner. He's guarded closely. Shots good from Young.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
The Magic trail by 4. Here's Carroll, and that one's good. Carroll's got his first basket.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Now here's Turner. He's got 5. He feeds it to Kobe. Lock at 6. Drops in the layup for 2. Bryant's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Carroll, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Now a chance to check out Nick Young here. How this year is going for him. Averaging 9 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Looking at those numbers, you'd probably say, yeah, that's about what we'd expect out of him.
Which isn't really what any player wants to hear. I mean, you don't want to meet expectations. You want to under-promise and over-deliver. You want to exceed expectations, and maybe we'll start to see him do that shortly.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Randall. Marion comes in for Nick Young. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kobe. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move, and 2 big points, too.
And here we go with the Magic fast break. Payton dishes to Turner. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. It's a tie ball game.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Now here's Lin. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at the Lakers. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, San Antonio, a half game back.
Checking out Los Angeles. Quite honestly, guys, they're playing a brand of basketball that very few people thought they were capable of playing at any point this season. Never mind right from the start.
And for a team that might not have the talent of some of the other top clubs around the league, getting off to this good start has been critical. I think a slow start might have doomed them.
And it's Turner off the drive. Gordon with it. Picked up by Davis. And Payton gets it to go on the assist by Gordon. Payton's got his first points of the night.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
And Turner kicks to Carroll. That's good. And now a 4-point Orlando lead.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Now taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Now here's Turner. He's got 5. To halt the run, he lays it in. Turner's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across. The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Lynn buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, it looks pretty clear. On the instant replay, guys, the ball was out of his hands in time. I mean, they need to get this one right. It's a big situation here.
Yeah, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion, Clark. The camera gives us a good look at it. There's a tick or 2 left on the clock.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Well, good to see them get that one right. That's exactly why we have this rule in place. And I like it. Each basket is so important.
I'm a gangster, but y'all leading.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here. Los Angeles and Orlando making a change here. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Turner, he's in at point guard. Randall out there with Nick Young. Then there's Kobe. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Here's Gordon. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And checking out some numbers for Nikola Vucevic. Recent weeks have been really kind to his game. He's put forth some solid performances. 13th in rebounding. And he's also blocked enough shots to put him in the top 15 in that important defensive category.
And, you know, just to touch on that rebounding average again, Steve, I mean, he's a gritty player in the paint. Sandpaper-like. I mean, just makes it tough on other people. There's not much more than you can ask of him in that area.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Yes, gentlemen. D in their last game against the Bulls was simply terrific. He finished with 24 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that Clark was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
Well, let's just say he was really good.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's the teardrop. Bryant can't get it to go.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Gordon with a screen on Young. Harris with it. Picked up by Turner. And Oladipo kicks to Harris. Now, here's Oladipo. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Suns in Phoenix. Just 2 to shoot. The Lakers with the rebound.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Orlando leading. Dishes it to Gordon. Ryan against Harris. And there's the feed to Vucevic. And good on the basket. Hook it. Vucevic has got 8 points in the quarter.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. The Lakers.
Yeah, they've been on a defensive tear lately, allowing so few points, and I think it's the energy with which they play.
Bryant passes to Turner. 1:27 left to play here in the half, and the shot is good. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Gordon with a screen on Turner. Picked by Vucevic. Rebounded by the Lakers. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Young inside, and stolen by Harris. Passes it to Vucevic. Harris, right side. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Oladipo, and it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Oladipo's got his second bucket tonight. Lakers trail by 4. Turner dishes to Randall, and that one is hammered home. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Oladipo. Hammering. Turner covering. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
The Magic have really been struggling with their free throws, only made 5. More misses than makes so far.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark. And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Here's hammering, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Magic lead by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Nick, a competitive battle out here for you tonight. What's been the mindset for you and this team during the first half?
Just want to come out and not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. We just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen.
Nick, thank you. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from
So far, with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Nice game. Great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, he tore it up on the offensive glass in the first couple of quarters. Love the effort you're getting out of him.
Incredibly persistent, which is what it takes to be a successful offensive rebounder. I should know. I used to eat a lot of glass in my day.
So on the floor for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. Then it's Evan Turner. Then there's Oladipo.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
A dish now to Turner. And Oladipo kicks to Gordon. Back to Oladipo. The rebound by Kobe Bryant.
Well, he won't miss many of those. especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And Young kicks to Turner. Left side, Turner. Left side, Turner. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's Bryant missing. Orlando trailing here. Hammer. Turner covering. Outside, Gordon. Baseline Jay on the way. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kobe kicks to Turner. Pass to Randall. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
I think he was surprised to see the pass coming his way, and he reacted a little late.
Hill, he's checked in for the Lakers. Time to change for the Magic. Carroll's checked in. Well, Orlando's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Oladipo, the pass to Vucevic. Carroll dishes to Vucevic. Leaps for it. It's stolen by Hill. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Shawn Marion is checked in for Randall. It's Oladipo on the wing. He kicks it to Carroll. Trying to get back on track. No luck. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Orlando. They were able to handle the Magic.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball that game, Kevin, it looked like a shootout out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And it's Turner off the drive. Shoots from the baseline. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Turner. 6 points for Hill. Clark, third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, both teams playing well. Neither club able to pull away.
Here's Carroll. Outside Turner. Oladipo against Bryant. Oladipo misses.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Young with no one around. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Carroll kicks to Vucevic. Vucevic setting the pick for Turner. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Couldn't convert, but nice little 2-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
And the Lakers with some changes. And Davis is checked in for Young. Payton, he's checked in for the Magic. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He was intent on running their offense through Turner. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Good work to tack some more points onto this lead.
Those are the kind of possessions they can build on and begin to pull away here.
The Magic trail by 9. Payton outside. Gordon with a screen on Turner. And the pass to Carroll. Picked by Vucevic. Carroll kicks to Turner. Here's Carroll, defended by Lynn. Vucevic with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Outside, Lynn. Davis against Gordon. Turner up top. He's got 20. The offensive rebound. Orlando, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Payton outside. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Turner.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Hill, a screen on Payton. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Payton outside. Carroll passes to Vucevic. Carroll kicks to Turner. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Los Angeles leading by 7. Turner with it. Now Payton defending. Kicks to Davis. It's tipped. Lakers working the ball around now. And Gordon over to help. 13 feet away. Here's Hill. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Hill's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers.
They have got to put a body on him because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Vucevic is screen on Lynn. Carroll dishes to Vucevic. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Vucevic has got 6 here in this quarter. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Turner, right now averaging 31 points a game. He dishes it to Marion. Clock at 6. Here's Lynn, and it's blocked by Gordon. 1:41 left to play in the third. Payton with the ball, picked up by Turner. Carroll kicks to Payton. Inside to Vucevic. And Turner with the block. And he recovers it. Counted, and the Laker lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Vucevic. Both teams will make substitutions. Point guards that over the last month have been on fire from three-point land. You take a look at Turner. 2nd in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
Well, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and shoot the 3. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Yeah, I'd love to see a three-point shooting contest just amongst the point guards so we could watch these guys do work. I mean, I don't know which one of them I'd choose, but they're all pretty good.
Payton outside. Here's Carroll, defended by Lynn. Here's Gordon. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Randall with a screen for Turner. There's the block. Left side, Turner. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one. Lakers leading by 5. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. Turner passes to Lynn. Back to Turner. Outside, Lynn. Feeds it to Randall. Tries to keep it alive. 5 to shoot. Payton outside. He feeds it to Carroll from about 19 feet. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And we've reached the end of the third. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
Coming up.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between 2 teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
The Magic trail by 5. Turner in at point guard. Nick Young is out there with Randall. And there's Bryant. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Gordon with the screen for Turner. Rebounded by the Lakers. Turner's got his 7th rebound here tonight. This is to Bryant. Young with no one around. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Young's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Lakers. Young's gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 60%. Harris setting the pick for Turner. Deflects the pass. And he gets it to go. Los Angeles leading by 5. And it's Turner off the drive. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. The Magic trail by 5.
Nikola Vucevic.
Harris a screen on Turner. Now the feed to Harris. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
And he makes both free throws.
Talk about great numbers. For Harris, he has 8 points and 3 denials.
LA has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Outside Turner. Inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And their passing also continues to be outstanding, Clark. In the second half, we're really seeing a good, efficient offense as a result of that ball movement.
Hill, he's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers leading by 3. And it's Bryant in the corner. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Passes it to Harris. There's the dish to Oladipo. Harris setting the pick for Oladipo. From 12 feet out. And that's collected by Hill. Hill's got his 3rd rebound tonight. It's tipped. Turner with the steal. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Vucevic.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Bryant with a screen for Turner. Pass to Bryant. Pulls from the top of the key. And all had to win that time before dropping in. 22 points for G.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
Lakers leading by 5. Bryant has the open look, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Pass to Young. He kicks it to Turner. And he hits the jump shot. Turner's got 13 points in the second half.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
And Bryant kicks to Young. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Young against Turner. There's the pass to Vucevic. Six on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Julius Randle picks one up. First free throw is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so he hits both.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Young with no one around. Here's Randle. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That free throw good from Randle.
Julius Randle. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, Julius Randle in this one, he has 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Back to Turner. Kicks to Gordon. A rebound by the Lakers. Young outside. Randle with a screen for Young. He dishes it to Turner. Puts it up. And that one swishes right in. Turner's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers. Orlando, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And Vucevic kicks to Oladipo. Vucevic a screen on Bryant. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Lakers leading by 7. And it's Turner off the drive. Here's Morton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Vucevic setting the pick for Oladipo. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Randle. The shot will not go. And Orlando will come the other way. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Off target from outside.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he is gone ice cold here.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
And let's get this up there. Across the way on the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Still Lakers ball. 22 seconds on the shot clock.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
And here is Turner. And Young kicks to Turner. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Kobe unloads.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Outside Turner. Now Young inside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Orlando needs to do a better job guarding against Young.
He's got 13 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
And so Young nails them both. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Now Oladipo. Here's Hamry. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
Such a solid performance from them inside. The rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Feeds to Young. Outside Turner, just 4 to shoot. The tray. Can't get it to go.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Here's Turner. They get the rebound. Here's Vucevic. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
And it's Turner off the drive. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. Some changes for the Lakers. Ed Davis is checked in for Randall. Marion comes in for Young. And it's Henry in for Kobe.
Clutch free throws there to ensure that they're going to go home with the W.
Harkless. The three-pointer, no good. Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside Turner. Here's Morton. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the first one goes. The Lakers making us.
That's the way to work on D.
Making a switch here. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, with a game like tonight, you were all over the place. A triple-double in the box score. Would you consider this one of your better games of the season thus far?
For real, a triple-double? Yeah, I didn't even know that. I guess I would have to say it was one of the better ones I played then. Really, I'm just happy with how the team competed and that we got the win. Personal stats are secondary to that, always.
Congratulations, Kevin. You're going to deliver it. Take some chops.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And now for